exciting edition of Amped, where the only thing amplified are the biomes. And as you can see here, we're in a new village, and if we bring up our trusty little F3, and if I can get this to a point where we can read, there we go. Computer's running a little slow because it's defragging the hard drive, the main one it is, but Fraps records on an external, so it shouldn't be an issue. We're 2489 away on the Z-axis. And we found this village. So one of the projects, and it's a large one, is to get this village connected to the main world. And the only way we've been doing that is with a tunnel system. Oh, we didn't make it. Anyway, while I survive and thrive way out in the middle of nowhere, where the potential of death isn't very good, I pillar up. And that's what that was. I pillared down so I could actually get something accomplished. Alright, can we get across here this time? Yes. Okay, so one of the things we're doing is lighting up the roofs of these buildings where we can. And we got one building we cannot take care of. And I don't know what happened, but that creeper should have died that blew up, as I've hit it more than 4 times with a stone sword is plenty of times to deactivate. So this house over here, this lower one, took a little bit of damage. Fortunately, it's not all that bad. Okay, I'm getting sick of you cows climbing up here. So it took a little damage. Easily can be fixed. We got to fence off everything. We've also created a border, so nothing should be able to fall from the sky and enter the village. And this building is a total loss. So what we can do here is, if we can get there, it's total loss because it's inaccessible and I don't have an axe. Well, that's one of the things we're going to do, is we're going to make ourselves a base, and I believe it will be this little building right here. Is we're going to make a base. So I'm going to take this crafting table, plop it down. Take our sticks. There, now we got our axe that we've been looking for. Take that away. Take that away. There. Alright. Now what I'm going to do, and I've done it to a degree on this corner, is dismantle this house because it's pretty useless. Now what I'll do is take some of the stock from here to repair the house that got blown up. I have not had much luck with creepers as of late. If you've seen the last episode of Watch Me Suck at Minecraft, the only thing they've done was blow up. And I believe I got screwed over this last time. I don't think I legitimately failed. I struck at him several times and only registered only 1 hit. So one of the other things I want to do is expand this village. But one of the most important things to do right now is get rid of this building because it's impossible to protect. And I'm going to step off there. So, yeah. Plans are we're going to expand the village, secure it, and then I'm going to dig a tunnel that goes to the mainland where home is. So it may take quite a while to get this episode going. I've recorded up to 5 hours to make a single episode. This might smash that record. So, who knows? And the sun's already starting to head towards sunset, which we don't like, as it means we're not really getting anywhere. Well, I think this will be enough for now in terms of demolition. Plus we got a little extra stone. What we need to do is get that villager to accept the fact that you gotta go in a building when it's night. And he doesn't do that. Alright, we got that done. Now the next step is to... Okay, give me the right one. There we go. Rebuild what got damaged. There we go. And also secure the premises. Throw a torch here, torch there. And just to be a little extra secure, torch there. Yeah, anything falling in this corner is going to be stuck. Of course, we're going to have to do a little something more than that to secure the rest of the village. I think I'll leave that building unsecured because that's my place. Get rid of all this unnecessary tall grass because that's all it does is hinder the views and we can't see anything that's going on. Not a good thing. So, I'm not going to bore you with the rest of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the camera. I mean, the villagers, for the most part, are pretty much secure. We're not going to have to worry about them getting attacked. The ones that you may have seen in the intro, Stutter, those were actually on the outside failing to get into a building. So what I'm going to do right now is grab this, grab that, eat more of this rotten flesh just to get rid of it. As you can see, we secured the area so that our little villager friends don't get ambushed. And just light it up a little bit. Okay, one of you. Okay, one of you is still out here. And what I'd like to do is block you in so you cannot be. There you are. Out of my way, cowsy wowsy. Anyway. Okay, there he goes. There's plenty of buildings for you to go in that have doors. Like one over here that you might... Okay, we did not want that. Like this one over here that you can safely sit in and not get attacked. And we do this 3x configuration here so you don't get ambushed from the corners. Because zombies can hit the corners and still get to the villagers. And we don't want that. So one of the other things we also want to do is just take some of this extra dirt and level out the property. Make this a little safer to be at. Alright, what I'm going to do is cut the camera. When we come back, we're going to go gather more material. I think we can, or maybe not, and we're going to start securing the place. But right now, we need to make the stuff to make that happen. And right now, we're not really ready to take on stuff. So, be back in a moment. Alright, time has passed, built some fences, some gates, and again, like I always want to do, I always would like to have this set up so that the village can be entered on 4 sides, and I usually lay out the gates first, and I put torches on top so we can differentiate between fence and gate. And what I plan on doing is getting out Mr. Schlevel. There we go. Is I also want to expand the village because it's tiny. And this is as far as we're not gonna actually go out to this point. But what I want to do is come 2 blocks short so that monsters cannot get there. And this is a tiny village, so let's see. This is considered the central street, so what I'll do is, if we stop ignoring button presses, is put in a fence over here. I'm just gonna bash the ground. Alrighty, and fence. Okay, we got 2 of the 4 sides done. Whole idea is we're gonna hopefully get this lit, surrounded, and protected well enough that when we stay the night, these guys won't get hurt, and we can add on to this village. Now that building's a lost cause. I stopped at that point because don't really need to do much more work than that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slowly bring it down to just 1 fence, like so. And this helps keep the villagers from escaping and anything from dropping down in there into here. And I put that border there to keep the water at bay. And cow on the roof finally decided not a good place to be. And this building will be separated. I am going to completely separate it out. I'm going to put the gate where the street is for this side. This will be a little harder to protect over here. Okay. And we gotta also alter this landscape a little bit to make things a little easier. And there's a stumbling block. Let's get rid of that. Plop, plop. Anyway, you get the drill. This is not the most exciting thing ever, and we're running out of fence anyway. So once again, let's see what the sun is. Half the day. So again, clear out all this taller grass so we can see everything that comes and goes. I hear zombies. I might extend the village out that way a little bit. Operative word is might. There. It's a little better. We can see a lot better now. We still have some tall grass there. We get a couple pieces here. And we got that hill, but now as you can see, we actually can see. And that's a good thing. And just in case I died, I stored away some of my food product up there. Alright, next step. Make more fences and all that stuff. Boring for you. Not fun for me either. So I'm going to cut the video and have the fun and excitement for myself. Alright, this will be short and quick, so I'm not running the timer. I surrounded the village, as you can see. I left a little expansion room just to make things bigger. And I think I'll put a double-decker over here, the way the land is formed. probably get away with that. And I put fences over there and there to keep those that fall from above from getting into the village. However, if they just happen to fall in the right spot and straddle the fence, then go on, the outer edge of this building. Just in case it were to fail, I added this section of fence and took out a little bit of dirt. So that'll prevent anything that somehow manages to circumvent that to get in that way. And again, reason for the pillar up is to see if everything is indeed lit well enough and appears to be just fine. Got some monsters on the outside, so maybe I might go around and put a little bit of a barrier between us. And one of the things I also need is a compass, because the big project, which may put the delay of this episode into play, because it's a very long ways, is Z2488. Need to get to negative, I think it is 500 to get to the swamp that we filled in where home is located. Make a direct tunnel there that gets to the village. Not sure if I'm going to make it something where it'll be within. I might not. And I also need iron, so we gotta go mining. I found a couple of nice little hidey holes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to let time pass, and when we come back, being that it's fairly safe now, I think I'll start making another building. See, he's straddling the fence. So if he makes his way over, he's gonna fall and... yep, you see, now he's on the wrong side. Yeah, now he's... oh crap, he actually circumvented the whole thing. Well, guess what? This needs a little bit of work. That's not how it was supposed to go. I think I need to get some more fence and put them along the edge. So, I don't think there's a way to truly prevent it. Ah, you crap. Well, needs work. The villagers are not freed yet. Man, we gotta somehow make that work. Run! Run! You idiot! How many times do I push run and you don't do a thing? Oh crap, I'm in bad shape. Move, eat. Move, 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 move. Damn you. Okay, the part where I say move might be somewhat important. Look at that, I almost died. We'll be back, and we'll fix this crap with the fencing and what have not. Alright, after a little uncooperative nature of the game, I redid the system. Now they can fall there all they want. They can come up to the fence, and when they go over the side, they're greeted with that section of fence. They fall behind. They should not get in whatsoever. I believe I found the system that worked. So what I gotta do is, yet again, come back at night and see how it works. Now, one thing I definitely need to do is get me some iron. And what I need to do is hit all F3. We're at 72. That is way too high. So what I'm going to do is, I believe I saw a spot around here we could start a mine. And we'll start it over here. Actually, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to start digging down. And what we're going to also do is get some building blocks for our village. And so this will help get foundation going, get some new tools. We're going to have to dig down quite a bit to get there, which is very boring. So what I'm going to do is, okay, 1, 2, every third step, 1, 2, torch. See, now we're getting close to where iron can start. I believe it starts at 67. Oh, look at that little wonderful block lag. Because a computer capable of over 100 frames per second should get block lag. Since this is a mining system and not a bona fide tunnel, I don't care about walls having dirt. So, whole purpose here is, while coal is nice, we want iron. One, two. And I'll just use a torch there. So let's just take it that far, and okay, we got one more. We got plenty of... Let's break it. Yay, lag again. Gotta love amplified. Okay, we gotta start breaking blocks when we actually get to that point. One, two. I'll just break that one so I don't have to remove that torch. Alright. This will be boring, so I won't bore you with that. Let's see how deep this is. F3, 62. We're at a point that iron could show up at any moment. But one of the other things we want to do when it gets dark, which, yep, there it is again. The sky's starting to get dark. I'm gonna watch everything, make sure everything is okay, make sure the world is safe. I'm just gonna add an extra layer of torches just to keep the outside world a little bit safer. And get rid of the tall grass where we can, because that allows us to not see anything, which we don't like. Alright. Yeah, close enough. Alright, now it's moment of truth. Have we finally secured this thing? I'm hoping the answer is yes. We might need this fence. The whole point of this was to keep them from jumping over, and well, that didn't work. But now that we've completely blocked off the area, there's no true need for this piece of fence work. There. So while it is a bit on the dark side, what I'm going to do is pause the video, start building our little, start building some additions, and when we come back, we'll go do a little more mining. Well, went through an overnight, and everything passes inspection. Nobody got in. So you know what that means. Oh, and by the way, we started the double-decker. As you can see, we kind of laid it out. It's a little short on this end. I think I might just change that. So that'll be something I will do now and fix off camera. Well, maybe not. It's short enough I can fix it now. Everybody, it's an equal size apartment here. And I bust this down. Yep, break it. And that's where your door is going, and this will go away. I'm not going to waste the axe on that. Okay. There. Obviously, we kind of need a little more work. This is the double-decker on this side. It's tall enough for one flight. And if the villagers want to climb, they can come on this side and enter 2 more that'll be up here. This will help expand it. Oh yes, you're free to go now. You're free to go. You are no longer trapped in your own home. You can go about and do what you want. Everyone's free to go. There. Look at that, he's jumping for joy. I can't blame him. Anyway, it's time to head back out. Head back in. See if we can find some iron. That's all I care about right now, is getting iron. And we are finally low enough in order to get it. So, let's put the proper stuff in its place. And we're gathering more material to finish that 4-decker there. So now the thing is, we need iron. And then we gotta go down low enough to get redstone, which that's not terribly hard to get at, so that'll be simple. So anyway, there. Come on, iron. I'm not going to bore you with this. This is not excitement. We got a ton of work to do to make this all work. And what I'm going to do is, at this point, I'm going to once again cut the video because nearly half the day is over and we haven't fulfilled much of anything. So at this point, I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, one more, and we'll say that good enough. Call it a segment. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, call it a segment. Come back a little later when we have stuff. That's all I gotta say. Well, finally found some iron. And a cave. Ooh. But right now I'm more interested in the iron. Might go around and see what's there. We need 4 pieces. Alrighty. 1, 2, and we'll just go down 1 more, at least over here, just to plop a torch, and maybe get a little peek at what's over here. We're knocking it back a little bit so we can get some stairs in there. And of course a double torch to represent exit. Yeah, it looks like it's a cave system, alright. Yeah, it looks like it's a bit much to explore for what we're going to be doing right now. And I'll just put a safety torch there. Ooh, more iron. Definitely worth it. Alrighty, let's grab this iron. Fun and excitement. And that's just to be sure monsters don't spawn in. Of course, while I'm doing this, I'm watching the Belmont Stakes, and I figured this will be a good time. This will be short and simple. And, of course, because I planned it, the undercard race is happening while I'm recording this. So every now and then I'm peeking over. Alright, let's just see what happens. Okay, I just want a little access point. There we go. Well, we got obsidian over there. Well, we tried. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, we got things we need to really get done. So, I mean, this might be something we can explore a little later on. Oh, hi, Creeper. Hi, Creeper. No, not gonna happen this time. And double tap for the win. Alright, we got our... You know what, let's just light a little more of this up. Seems to be places where they're coming from. Oh, here comes a little snot rag. Come on. Come here. What I'm gonna do is just temporarily block it off. I'll use dirt at this point, so signify there's something there to look at. Oh, and yeah. Alright, now we gotta go down and get ourselves some, whatchamacallit. Oh, more iron. Well, you get the idea. When we come back, I'm gonna put all this stuff to good use. Alright, got another pickaxe. Came down. And we found ourselves more iron. But we've also found gold. A patch there, and a patch over there. Problem is, we don't have the hardware to collect it yet. So I'm cooking all the materials that we need to do this. What I'm doing right now is just going in and lighting up everything that I can to be sure we don't get bombarded. Okay. They were safe from there. And, near dead end. We'll just throw a torch there just because. Anyway, we found what we needed. That's redstone. Which I believe in iron stone pick can get? And the answer is, I thought it could. I know that. You know what? I might be thinking lapis. Well, we know what we need now. And let's take everything and put it in the wrong position. Alright, we know what we need now, and that is... Let's just get another torch there. Yeah, see, it does work with lapis. And now that I found lapis, the game is over. There's no need to continue. We've done everything we have to do in this game. And we'll just... Need to get up, which means getting up. And we'll just knock a few of these back, so... There. And this, just because we can. Okay, and that's just in the way. We got a ton of redstone, got a ton of stuff here, but we cannot get any of it. But up in the our little hut, we're cooking the iron that we got, and when we come back, we're gonna be back here getting the stuff. Alright, we're back. And of course, we've sealed everything off. I had 27 iron total. That's going to go up because there's some iron here, and iron I did not know was here because this is the one I found. What I want to do is save the iron pickaxes for when we truly need them. So, yep, plop dirt. We can use stone for that because, like I said, we have a tunnel project, and we are going to need this iron. Okay. And of course, I got enough of this stuff. Let's just use that. Alright, we got redstone there. We also got redstone over here. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, never mind. For a minute, I thought I didn't switch over, but I did. Good. More of that stuff. More of this stuff. Plenty of... Okay, yeah. And what we want to do is just break this so we can add more light. Okay, I see more of the redstone. You know, we don't really need much more of that stuff. Alright, I had to check again, make sure I was using the right pick for the job. Of course, I want to save it for more important things. Alright, we got that. That's all we're gonna get. Hey, might as well get it because it's XP, which I'll lose anyhow. I'm wondering where we are in terms of depth. At 11. So it's quite possible we were in diamond territory, but right now that's not the important thing. The important thing is to make a compass so we can start this long-winded tunnel. And we got some other issues to bring up as we slowly climb up and meet the world. I need glass. Problem is, we're nowhere near a desert or a body of water in which is lined with glass. Or should I say sand, which is what we use to make glass with. There. I'm not too worried about that spot because monsters don't spawn in water. And here's the reason. they have taken to these buildings, but I don't want them jumping out of the windows, so I put a piece of dirt in there just to keep everybody safe and sound. Now I got more iron, more stuff. Gonna go cook all that stuff up, come back, gonna start the tunnel, have a compass, and all that wonderful stuff. Well, this is where we're at now. This is all the stuff I've collected. Yes, we had a couple of Endermen, and I managed to somehow survive. We got all this stuff here we can bring back, but the thing is, we need a pathway to get there. So, this means nothing. Oh, and by the way, nice snazzy new outfit, all iron clothing, much better protected. And like I said, one of the things I wanted to do is make a couple new buildings. Again, we got the glass issue over here. We got to take care of that. Here are the happy villagers. And I just made a general layout of where 2 new buildings will go. It's a bit on the close side, but that doesn't matter. But we also notice we got a gap here in the middle, which I'm going to flank with these torches. Now, it's not going to be perfectly in the center. That is perfectly okay with me. And what I need to do now is grab magic shovel, and I'll use... And that's why we didn't bother using up these pickaxes when we didn't need to, is we want to dig a tunnel for the horses. Now, I know that the world where we live in actually goes to the surface of... actually does go to sea level, but we're not going to go all the way like that. We're just going to dig down a little bit, like so, and I'm going to set aside... Okay, wrong button again. Well, no surprise there. Alright. Let's... Now this is where the signs come in handy, because this project is going to take so long that I might actually record other shows before this episode makes it on the air. So it's quite possible that this show is going to get skipped over. Alrighty. Okay, smooth. Now we won't. There. Gap of 3. Because the 5 button is right there. So here we are. This is the tunnel. And what I'm going to do is... I'm going to make some slabs at some point. And... yeah, this will just look a little unfinished. So I'll do that just to make it look a little more complete. And we're going to slowly dig down just a couple, if that's even remotely possible. Just go down a couple bricks and we'll just go with it pretty much. Now let's see. It's already turning dark. Oh no, it's just the way the world looked like that. That's not darkness. And I hear zombies, which kind of helps making me think that we haven't really, completed, day-night cycle. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking and plotting how I'm doing this at the same time, and as we all know, those are two things that somebody of my caliber is not really capable of doing. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so maybe around here we can drop one more. Because we've... Yeah, we'll... Yeah, get rid of that. Now comes the long, very boring tunnel building process. Okay, we need to plop that in, and it's refusing to do so. So what I did is, like I said, I made signs, and I'm gonna mark how much time is left on the timer, because as I've said, I think that amped is going to skip rotation. Alright, that's as far as that's going. So what we're going to do here is just finish that off. There we go. One too many. And the rule of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we're going to do is... Oh, goody, it's raining. Actually, we're gonna put in a half slab, so we'll get rid of that. Anyway, when we come back, and frankly, I'm not 100% sure when that's gonna be, we'll have a tunnel system, and we'll be back when it's done and build the buildings, finish more stuff, what have not. Well, after many days off, and even not going to my server to do that, I finally finished the project. It comes out right next to the stable, and I know I could have ended it earlier than this, but I want to keep that and the one over there that went to the first village as close as possible. But before I show you this, you can see the sun is setting, and off camera I did complete the patch of land, although I never did that part, but not a big deal. So until it gets dark, I'm going to till and start the carrot farm, because in the last episode, or it was recording this one, it's been a while, so yeah, one of them anyway. I used carrots to prolong my food supply, and it worked really well. Okay, that's as far as we can take it right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this back into the horse stable, where I have been storing farm-related supplies. There's our horse right there. We will, obviously, for speed, use him to show you what I've been doing for all this time. And down we go. But before we do that, there's a night to survive. And off camera, what I'm going to do is head under the Enderman shelter over there, get some more XP that I'll ultimately lose at some point, and when we come back, Horsey and I are going to take you through this massive project, for which why I just happen to have disappeared off the face of the earth on my server. Alright, survived the night, got more stuff, put it away over there, and off camera, I did put a smooth stair in here so I don't have to jump up to get into that. Anyway, now to show you off this massive project that I did. And I wouldn't be surprised if any of you decide to hit that fast forward slider at the bottom of the screen to get by it, because it's not going to be the most exciting thing. However, if you do watch it in full, not saying that you have to, you get to appreciate why I've been away for a while. Especially if you're playing on my server. Anywho, like I said, didn't have to be as long as it is, but I want to keep it close to that one over there. I want to keep everything I find pretty much within this area. And cornfield already taking a hit. Anyway, here's the system, and I don't know why that happened, but it did. And of course, as you saw there, we passed a couple of doors. Unless things were extremely hairy, I'd put doors where there were cave systems, and you see chests there. Along the way, when I couldn't carry everything I was holding, I'd put a chest in and dump all the stuff there. There's several of those along the way. And now you get to appreciate how much time and effort this took. So sit back and enjoy this trip. Now there were a couple of times where things were extremely out of control. When I found a cave system, I just boarded those shut. And no, you can't see my house from here, but from one of these vantage points you could. No, it wasn't this one either. So this goes all the way to the other village. Some 2,400 blocks out from zero. And fortunately, Horsey makes it a lot faster. And I waited for the day because it takes a while to get there from here. No, can't see it from here. Well, I think I'm beyond that point, actually. But from one of those vantage points, you could see my house. Yeah, we're pretty much beyond that point at this time. And because it takes a while to get there, as I said before, I waited till daytime. So, while I was recording this, I took some time and recorded an episode of One Way, produced that, uploaded it. So it's actually a little out of turn, and this will be coming a little later. I kind of have a busy weekend, so not exactly sure when that'll happen. And this jog over here corrected an error when I was following the compass. It was telling me that up to this point is heading towards home, when in fact that correction we just made over there was the actual place we should have been. Sometimes the compass ain't 100% accurate, and sometimes when your mind's in a fog, neither are you. So we've made a fairly good run thus far. Yeah, you can see quite a bit of effort. Unlike many people that play an amplified world, I didn't pillar up everywhere. And as you can see, I tunnel my way through. And in some instances, if it's been visible by any chance, might even see some bridging. I've done that. It was starting to get somewhat close. Oh, looky what I forgot to remove. I forgot to remove a couple things, actually. Oh, there goes that. Oops. Get out of the way, then. Don't want to get hit. Get out of the way. Alrighty, here we go. I forgot to remove that. Yeah, I also, at the very end of the tunnel, where the village is, I forgot to remove a sign reminding me at what point I should reset the timer to. But for some strange reason, after about a week, I actually remembered exactly what to set it to. So we gotta remove a sign as well. And I believe we are here. Yeah, there's the sign right there. Timer restart. Well, 16:59. But I didn't really need that. I actually remembered where to start it. And here we are. And just so Horsey don't get any ideas of escape. There. So you can see, the village has been relit. It's starting to get a little dark. I was starting new village buildings, and I think I might continue that off camera. And completely out of the village loop here. As you can see, I even came over here to bring stuff back. Oh, we got a chest plate we need to bring back home. While I was also here, I got a couple of ender pearls, some iron ingots. Could definitely bring those back home. And, oh, well, we don't have as much wood as we thought, because we're using them to make about 1 trillion different tools to get to where we were going. And all the wood I want is way over there. Wonderful. Timing is crap. Oh well. So what I'm going to do is spend the night. I'll at least get these foundations started. And when we come back, closing moments. Okay. Couple nights went by, and typically when I build these log frames, I typically put an end cap on. Being that it kind of matches what is over here by not doing so, I'm just gonna leave them. So anyway, while we were gone, got some more wood, built a couple more double-deckers here. This one's completed. However, this one will not be. Actually, that can go away. Because I don't have the glass, go figures. So that's as far as we can go there. However, I know that they still take interest into the buildings. So what I'll do, just like I did before with the Original two-decker? Well, okay, not what I want. That's better. Just so that they don't go jumping out of windows, which they have done. And we haven't lit up this one completely. There. I'll keep them safe while I go back at some point off camera, make more glass or get some more, come back, fill in these windows. And I had enough for a single piece right there. So once again, added a little more living space to a very tight footprint, which is perfect. And while I was busy building those, Horsey, he went somewhere. He's been on top of roofs. He's actually been in the way during construction. Made this little step here so villagers can get up this way. Don't need to do it there because one automatically exists. So we did what we can do over here. So what we're going to do now is wrap everything up back home, but I won't bore you with the return trip, so see you on the flip side. Time to wrap things up. We're back at the house, put away all sorts of things in these chests here and over there, and we got a few to put away in the master bedroom, which is still pretty plain, just a bed and some blue carpet. We got some armor drops we need to take care of, like we could combine those two, but not at that strength we won't. But we can take these two, combine them up, and have nearly perfect armor in that respect. Yes, now we got a complete set over there. You got a complete set of leather extra protective armor there. Still have the hoe with me, don't know why, but I do. Anyway, more ender pearls to put away. And weaponry and stuff. We still have some string there. Okay, I think we got just about everything. There we go. And we're pretty much out of time at this point. So I think we'll do is we'll end it out front, just to make it look all nice and classy looking. One of these days I gotta furnish this place. It's all empty rooms. Not the best looking thing on the planet. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but if we look over here, it's very hard to see. And clouds being in the way does not help. But down there somewhere, it's about ready to clear out, and here, there goes the timer. Yeah, you're in the way still. Yeah, right down in there somewhere, it's... Yeah, you probably won't see it, but right there, and with the Minecraft video distortion, if I put it in the very upper left-hand corner, very, very, very upper left-hand corner, you can see the bridge that makes up that really long tunnel system. Very hard to see. So, that's what we've been up to, and we're going to end this now. And like I said, directly in front of the house, hey, look, nighttime. Because I think that would make a good parting shot if I end it right about here. That's it for this exciting episode of Amped. I know it took a while to get to this point. I hope you enjoyed everything I've done. And thank goodness for you didn't have to sit through the whole construction process. Georgia551 saying, hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.